Hi, I'm Rashmi and welcome to my show. Today I'm going to show you how to do Rajkapotasana or the pigeon pose. Rajkapotasana is an advanced level back bend. You need to be very well warmed up before you attempt to do this pose. It will challenge the flexibility of your quads, which is your thigh area, and it will also challenge the flexibility of your spine. Rajkapotasana will also improve your spinal mobility and flexibility and strengthens your back. So we're going to start with coming to the dog pose, doing a few stretches for you to understand how to do the pose, and then we'll get into Rajkapotasana. So coming onto your mat, place your palms on your mat, come onto your feet and stretch in the downward dog pose. Stay there and breathe. Take a long deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now you're going to first raise your right leg up, stretch it to the back and get your right knee in close to your chest. Raise it up again and drop your leg down. Do the same thing on your left side. Raise your left leg up, get your left knee in towards your chest. Raise your left leg up again and come back. Again stretch in the downward dog pose. From here, your right leg will come in so that you're sitting on it, so that your heel is close to your hip bone. You're going to keep your palms flat on your mat and keep your body straight. Take your right leg back again. Come back into the downward dog pose and once again get your left leg forward so that your left heel is close to your right hip bone. Keep your palms on the floor, keep looking straight ahead and once again take your left leg to the back. Stay there and stretch. Breathe. From here, get your right leg forward once again, the same way you did that. You bend your left leg, which is at the back, and try and hold it with your right hand. So I'm holding my left leg with my right hand, pulling my heel close to my butt so that I feel a good stretch on my quad. Let go of it, right palm back on my mat, come back and stretch in the downward dog pose. We'll do that again on the other side. So you get your left leg forward now so that your left heel is close to your right hip bone. Your right palm is on the floor. You bend your right knee, pull your right foot in and try and touch your heel to your butt and stretch. Let go of your leg and come back in the downward dog pose and stretch. Breathe. Once again, get your right leg forward. Now, I'm going to show you what is the correct way to hold your leg if you're holding it only with one hand. So, I'm going to start with my right hand. I always keep my left hand on the floor. This is if you're a beginner. You stretch your right hand to the back and let your fingers point to the back. Let your palm point upwards towards the ceiling. The technique is to bend your elbow and then turn it upwards. So again, you take your hand straight, you bend it and you turn so that your elbow is pointing up. So we'll try the same thing with your foot. You grab hold of your big toe. My palm is pointing up. My big toe is between my thumb and my index finger. I bend my elbow and I turn it. Let my elbow point up and then I arch my spine and touch my toe to my head. Now while you're doing this, you don't want to lift your body up. If you lift your body up, it becomes very difficult to hold your toe and achieve this position. So you want to sit as low as you can with your heel touching your opposite hip bone. Come back into the downward dog pose and stretch, and we'll try the same thing on the other side. Now you bend your left foot so that your left heel is in line with your right hip bone. You place your right palm on your mat. Once again, you stretch your left hand to the back. Let your fingers point to the back, palm facing upwards. Again, you bend your elbow and turn. Again, stretch, bend and turn. You do the same thing with your foot. Bend your knee, grab hold of your big toe, pull it in closer towards you, tilt your elbow up, arch your spine and touch. Let go of your leg, place your palms back on your mat, lift your hips up and stretch in the inverted V pose and breathe. Slowly get your knees down, sit back and relax in child's pose. Okay, and slowly sit up. Now at first when you're attempting to do the pigeon pose, you'll feel a lot of pressure on your lower back. So every time you attempt to do it, always try and do the downward dog pose or get into the child's pose so that you're resting your back as well. I'm going to show you another easier variation if you found this too difficult, an easier variation to get into the pigeon pose which might help you with your practice. So once again, you come back into the downward dog pose and stretch. We'll start with the left leg this time. You get your left leg forward and now I'm going to turn my body forward. I'm going to bend my knee, grab hold of your foot at the back and try and get your foot in line with your hands so that you're holding it close to your elbow. Grab hold of your fingers, tilt your head upwards and stay there and hold. So with this pose you also feel a stretch in your quads. It's not as intense on your lower back, so it's an easier position to achieve. Stay here and stretch. Even if you're not able to hold your fingers together, you should be able to hold your foot with your hand. Slowly let go of your leg, come back on your palms and lift back up into the downward dog pose and stretch. Okay, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time you get your right leg forward, your right heel is close to your left hip bone. You bend your left leg which is at the back. So I'm not trying to pull it too close to me. I'm just trying to hug my left foot. Raise your right hand up. Try and hold your fingers together and tilt your head upwards. If you're not able to do this, just simply hug your leg. Keep trying to pull it closer towards you so that you feel a good stretch in your quads and you feel a gentle stretch on your lower back. Stay there and stretch. Let go of your leg. We lift back up into the downward dog pose and stretch. And you can come down and sit down on your mat. So Rajkapotasana, the pigeon pose, is best achieved after you do a good workout and a good warm-up. So ensure that your spine is very well warmed up. Ensure that you do a good practice before you try to attempt this pose. You don't want to get a catch anywhere and you want to feel a good stretch on your spine. I hope this helps you achieve this pose. If you have any questions, please write to me and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.